All right, coach, sideline out of bounds plays. If my world happens and we get rid of the jump ball, this is the way we'll start most basketball games. This is gonna be my mission over the next 5 years, is to get rid of the jump ball at the beginning of the basketball game. But anyway, so let's talk side out of bounds play. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so like everything that I do, I want to make sure that we are constantly attacking out of baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, our transition, whatever it is. We want to be putting pressure on the defense. So I got 2 plays here out of sideline out of bounds. You can use this. You could use this late in games as well, after timeout or into game situation. But we'll start off in a box setup. 2 is just going to start here in a box, and we're just going to clear him out. 4 is going to set a down screen for 3, and 1 is going to pass the ball into 3. Now, as soon as that happens, 1 is sprinting on the pass. He is passing to 3 and sprinting off that, and is immediately going to get a dribble handoff back from 3.
That's a hard thing to defend.
It is.
I've not seen that action a lot.
Well, you see it in the NBA. All the time. Yeah. There's almost this action in almost every end of the game situation. Just a simple down screen, and it's simple action too. Offensively, it's easy to teach. Defensively, It's hard to guard. That's why, some of the most simple actions are the hardest to guard.
Right.
But X1 here, what does X1 do? I mean, if he's up on the ball, if he's back here, that's fine. If he's up on the ball, they tend to turn their head and watch the pass. And that gives us just enough time to get a step or 2 on X1. So what happens here is now X5 sees this. As soon as the pass is made, he starts sprinting up to set a ball screen. So 1 is going to make the pass, get the DHO back, dribble handoff immediately, and immediately come off this pick and roll. So 1's already at a disadvantage. So what's X5 have to do? X5 is going to have to help on that most likely.
Right.
So now we'll go into frame 2 here. You can see number 4 is going to come up and set a back screen. And this is more decoy action than anything.
The four saying the back screen's a decoy?
Correct, because you kind of you got this hammer action over here.
Yeah.
But if 1's coming off here, that's kind of a tough pass to make cross body.
Right.
Unless you got down into like your Nash area and then could make that drift pass down here, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So that's more to occupy the defense. 5 is just rolling, right?
Right.
And 4 is going to pop up after the back screen.
Okay.
So typically what we end up with is a couple things. We got number 1 who's got 4 different passes that he can make. He can pass to 2 depending right here. We can hit 5 on the roll. We can hit number 4 on the replace. 3 might be down here, might have stayed here. It depends, because if X3 came in to help that, we will make that pass. So we got to read the tag man here on the weak side, right? So it gives you 4 different options. But if we pass the ball back here to 4 and 1's up here and 4's got the ball, we got this high-low action to 5 too. 5 rolls, reverse spins, quick seal. So we can look for that. But we got 4 different options out of it.
Okay. I love that one. All right, and so that's out of a box set, even though that 2's in the corner to start with.
Yeah, well, he started
here
there,
and then he pops. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
He started here and then he just popped out and starts in a box set. So here's the counter to that. Kind of similar action here. Starting a box set. 4 is going to come off the down screen. We just put 3 here, so we switched positions. You can or you cannot do whatever you want to do here, but we'll pass the ball to number 4, 5 steps up to set a screen. The key thing here with 3, once they set the down screen, is we want to clear him out, and we want to clear 2 out too. So if you look at frame number 2 here, we got 3 and 2 with good spacing on the weak side. And instead of handing the ball off here to number 1, we're going to set our man up. Instead of setting this off, we're going to fake it, and we're going to just drive.
Oh, I like that.
The DHO, so that's the counter. Because remember, what did we have in our last play here? Where we had X1 turned his head, right? And has to come back and recover. X5 had to come up, and he's going to have to help now. So when we go back here, and you got X5 trying to help off, and number 4, that's going to open this wide open for that drive, that fake DHO. And actually, you saw this. The Miami Heat just ran this in the NBA Finals.
They did.
And
They
Kelly
did.
Olynyk ended up with a wide open lane on it.
So what do you have counters for all your side out of bounds plays?
Everyone, yeah. So I could run, 4 or 5 different things out of a box setup out of our sideline out of bounds play.
And are you trying to get different looks on each one of your counters? How does that work?
Yeah, it depends. I got counters, or I got plays that this is a perfect counter. So for example, if I ran the Celtic, we call it Celtic. This is called Celtic Keep. If I ran Celtic early in the game and then late in the game, I saw how they played the Celtic the first time we ran it, I might call Celtic Keep because I know that they're cheating this and that's wide open for the next time we run it because they're going to have Celtic in their head.
Right.
And that's when we hit them with this.
So how many counters do you have for a specific like Celtic thing? Do you have 2 or 3 or how many?
For sideline out of bounds, I don't have as many counters for everything. I mean, I might have 3 or 4.
Okay.
But I got like 60 different sideline out of bounds that we can pick from every year and run. That's in my library of things. Obviously, high school or AAU, we don't run as many sideline out of bounds as late game NBA situations do.
Right. That's all they're doing for a living.
Now you want to do the tip off rule, right? I would love to see us be able to advance the ball to half court late in the game, like the NBA.
Done. Done. That should be that's I don't even know why we don't do that. Like I should be able to call a timeout with 20 seconds to go and take it at half court.
And drop. I agree. I think it would make there'd be some more exciting endings. It'd just be
right.
Honor,
Right. So. Oh yeah. I'll add that to my petition. It's like I'll take I think I get more support for that one than I did for getting rid of the jump ball. Like
I think you're right. But I think it just adds a whole nother level of strategy too. I think
it's a whole other level of strategy. And it's like, I think getting rid of the jump ball would cause strategy because all of a sudden I'm going to start with the ball there. If I'm the visiting team, I'm going to start with the ball. What are you going to do?
That takes away my tip-off plays, Coach.
Oh, tip-off.
Do
you have tip-off plays in your library?
Yes, I kid you not. When I was in high school, we started off the game. We had a big center that was about 6'8". We started the game 2-0 every game.
No, when I had a good center, I'd start off with a tip-off play too. But, okay. So where will they find? Okay, so there's 3 different places they can find these out of bounds plays. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. So I have a baseline out of bounds playbook. I have a sideline out of bounds playbook, and then I have a playbook that you can get everything all in one. That's got all of the baselines out of bounds and the sideline all out of bounds all within one.
Okay, and I'll put all those down in the show notes for the people that are listening, and I will also put it. And I'll put the video so if people want to watch these. All right, perfect. Thanks, Coach.